Hello everyone, and welcome to my General Hospital Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Following the revelation of Drew and Nina's shady secret, Willow fights to keep Michael and his wife together. Updates and spoilers for General Hospital show the way Willow feels about her future and the man she's intended to be with may change. She has been engrossed in the fantasy of living with Drew, but he might not be the kind and sincere individual she thinks him to be. Drew Kane's not what he's cracked up to be. General Hospital spoilers: Drew's behavior begs major questions about his character. If he were a good person, he wouldn't have crossed lines with his nephew's wife. Furthermore, he also encouraged Willow to take advantage of Michael Corinthos' predicament for her own benefit, demonstrating his continued heinous actions in this story. The most concerning thing is that Willow has romanticized Drew and seen him as a shining example of morality. When she learns that Drew has been secretly involved with Nina Reeves, she is about to face a startling revelation. Drew's silence on his romance with Willow's mother is unforgivable. Spoilers: will Willow realize her mistakes and have a change of heart? While Nina is somewhat to blame for her lack of openness, Drew is the one who is adamant about pursuing a love relationship with Willow. If Drew's dark secret is revealed, what will happen to his dreams? When Willow learns that Drew isn't who she thought he was, will she feel deceived? If Willow eventually realizes that she made a mistake by breaking up with Michael, that may be interesting. After Michael recovers from his wounds, she might decide to fight for her marriage and try to restore her family. Spoilers for General Hospital: things could get complicated. Given that Sasha Gilmore Corbin is expecting Michael's child despite her best efforts to conceal the child's paternity, future spoilers indicate that things could get quite complicated. But if Willow hadn't grown fond of Drew, Michael would not have been involved with Sasha. That night, they were both intoxicated and wounded. Willow might eventually suggest that they start over, thinking that after Michael recovers and returns to Port Charles, he will be receptive to re-examining their relationship. There is yet hope for a fresh chapter because Michael may be open to this notion in the future because he still has feelings for Willow, and Chad Duell may return at some point. Do you think Willow and Michael may get back together? Future spoilers suggest that after Willow finds out about Drew's affair with Nina, she may become disgusted by him. Willow's fight to preserve Michael's marriage after Drew and Nina's sleazy secret is uncovered. General Hospital has always been known for its gripping drama, complex relationships, and stunning betrayals. Fans are currently on edge as Willow finds herself at a crossroads regarding her love life. She has been enamored with Drew, but as secrets unravel, she may realize that the man she trusted is not who she thought he was. The latest developments in Port Charles have set the stage for a major shakeup, and Willow might find herself fighting to restore her marriage to Michael after Drew and Nina's shocking affair comes to light. Drew Kane's true colors: is he really the man Willow thinks he is? Drew has always been regarded as a stand-up guy, but recent events have begun to expose a more self-serving and reckless side of him. He has crossed significant boundaries, particularly in his entanglement with Nina Reeves, a relationship that was hidden from those closest to them. His actions raise serious concerns about his integrity, especially given his manipulation of Willow. Drew's involvement with Nina is not just a fleeting mistake, it is a betrayal that shakes the foundation of trust. Not only has he concealed this affair, but he has also encouraged Willow to exploit Michael difficult situation. This showcases a darker side of Drew that many never suspected existed. Willow, who has placed Drew on a pedestal, will have to reconcile the man she thought she knew with the one who has been secretly deceiving her. Willow's disillusionment: the heartbreak of realization. For months, Willow has believed in Drew's goodness. She has been swept up in a vision of a future with him, imagining a life filled with honesty and security. However, when she discovers the truth about his affair with Nina, that vision will crumble. Willow's response to betrayal has always been grounded in her values. She has a history of fighting for what she believes is right, and this time, it may lead her to question her choices. Drew's deception will likely leave her feeling used, and as she reassesses her situation, she may begin to regret her decision to leave Michael. Nina's role in the scandal: a serial homewrecker? Nina Reeves is no stranger to controversy in Port Charles. Her past misdeeds include kidnapping, deception, and betrayal, making her a polarizing figure among GH fans. Her affair with Drew only adds to her long list of questionable decisions. While some might argue that she had a right to seek happiness, the fact that she has once again inserted herself into a relationship and caused havoc speaks volumes about her inability to change. Nina's secrecy is a major part of the problem. Instead of being honest, she has chosen to deceive those around her, ensuring that the revelation of her affair with Drew will be all the more explosive. This will not only affect Drew and Willow, but also Michael, Carly, and the rest of the Quartermaine family, setting the stage for a major upheaval. Willow's redemption, a chance to rebuild her life with Michael. As Willow processes the truth about Drew, she may start to see things from a different perspective. Her love for Michael never truly disappeared, and despite their struggles, there remains a strong foundation between them. With Michael healing from his injuries and reflecting on his own missteps, this could be the perfect opportunity for the two of them to rebuild their relationship. Michael and Willow's relationship has been tested numerous times, but they share a deep bond through their children and their shared past. If Willow makes the decision to fight for her marriage, it could lead to a powerful reconciliation that would bring them back together stronger than before. Sasha Gilmore Corbin's unexpected pregnancy, a complicating factor. Just as Willow begins to consider reuniting with Michael, another obstacle emerges: Sasha Gilmore Corbin's secret pregnancy. If Sasha is carrying Michael's child, the situation will become infinitely more complicated. Sasha and Michael's relationship was a moment of weakness, fueled by heartbreak and vulnerability. If Willow learns the truth about Sasha's pregnancy, she may have to come to terms with what that means for her own future with Michael. Will she be willing to accept Michael having a child with another woman, or will this be the final nail in the coffin for their marriage? Michael's dilemma, stuck between two women. Michael Corinthos is no stranger to difficult choices. He has been torn between women before, and this latest development puts him in yet another challenging position. His lingering feelings for Willow are undeniable, but his responsibilities towards Sasha and their potential child cannot be ignored. If Willow decides to fight for their marriage, Michael will have to weigh his emotions carefully. Does he still love Willow enough to give their relationship another chance, or is it too late for them to rebuild what was broken? His decision will have long-lasting implications for everyone involved. The fallout: how will this affect the rest of Port Charles? Drew and Nina's secret being exposed will not just impact Willow and Michael, it will send shockwaves throughout Port Charles. Carly, who has always been protective of Michael, will undoubtedly have strong opinions about the situation. Her disdain for Nina will only deepen, and she may push Michael toward reconciling with Willow. Meanwhile, the Quartermaine family will have to deal with the damage caused by Drew's actions. This revelation may change how they perceive him, potentially leading to tensions within the family. And then there's Nina herself. How will she navigate the backlash? Will she try to justify her actions, or will she finally have to face the consequences of her constant meddling? As General Hospital fans eagerly await the fallout of this shocking revelation, the big question remains: will Willow fight to restore her marriage to Michael, or has too much damage been done? While Drew's betrayal will leave a lasting impact, it may also serve as a wake-up call for Willow, pushing her back toward the man she was meant to be with all along. With upcoming episodes teasing potential reunions and new twists, the drama is far from over. Willow and Michael's love story has always been one of resilience and second chances. Perhaps this time, they will finally find their way back to each other. Only time will tell, but one thing is certain: Port Charles will never be the same after Drew and Nina's affair is exposed. Chemistry tests, unfavorable news, requests for assistance. Monday, February 3rd. General Hospital teasers and updates hint to chemistry tests, unfavorable news, and appeals for assistance. Trina Robinson asks for assistance, Laura Collins seems to have bad news, and Jordan Ashford wants a chemistry test with Isaiah Gannon. Spoilers for General Hospital, chemistry tests. As she flirts with the doctor during their dinner date, it's obvious that she's talking about Jordan and Isaiah's chemistry. She tells him she hopes they can try it one day, and Isaiah gives him a big smile. They are clearly passing chemistry tests with flying colors because Isaiah is so much more attractive and gregarious than Brick. However, Brick is constantly on the road and isn't present enough to have a connection of any type. Isaiah is unquestionably the superior option because he lives nearby and even works in the hospital with Jordan's son, TJ Ashford. GH spoilers, it's not good. In another scene, Elizabeth Baldwin watches in the background while Laura delivers bad news to Lucky Spencer. They might be at Elizabeth's house while Laura gives them an update on what is likely to be considered sad news, despite the fact that it is horrible. She is undoubtedly sharing what she has discovered regarding Michael Corinthos' near miss, Sam McCall, and the murder of Dex Heller and another patient with digitalis. Michael would have been on that list of digitalis killings if it weren't for Lucas Jones' willingness to take a gamble and Isaiah's quick thinking. In their search for evidence that Cyrus Renaud is the angel of death, Lucky and Elizabeth have been looking into him. General Hospital spoilers, negative emotions and other news, Emma Scorpio Drake and Gio Palmieri are together and have been organizing a charity performance, with Gio being asked to play violin. The Metro Court was the tentative location, but Gio is now experiencing some foreboding. Gio informs Emma, who looks apprehensive, that he has a horrible feeling about this. However, are they discussing the charity performance or something else? When you're in the Quartermaine mansion, where Gio resides, you never know what you'll hear or discover. While they were together, did they hear something they shouldn't have? GH spoilers, requests for assistance. After arriving at the hospital, Curtis Ashford meets Trina in front of an elevator. When she phoned him to come right after seeing Kai Taylor in a negative light, depressed and disheartened, he asks her why it's so necessary. After being tackled in a big game, he was informed he would never play football again due to a back injury, but he would be attending rehabilitation. Trina is aware that Curtis is the best person to assist him because, despite being paralyzed from a bullet wound to his back, he is now fully functional. Curtis might serve as motivation for Kai to regain his strength and heal. Spoilers for General Hospital, sad and angry. After learning from their daughter that Christina Corinthos Davis Sam McCall's killing was deliberate, Sonny Corinthos has gone to try to support Alexis Davis. Alexis tells Sonny, "That is something I will live with the rest of my life," while crying and feeling dejected and frustrated. Dante Falconeri, Sonny's son, and Alexis are among Sam's other loved ones who are adamant about learning who killed her and others. Anna Devane's decision to ban Dante from the case and give him forced time off from the PCPD infuriated him, and it appears that Alexis feels the same way. Read more, General Hospital spoilers, will Nina save Willow from Drew? She is the only person who can. GH spoilers, Maxie wants to know from Sasha after Cody Bell made a big mistake regarding the identity of Sasha Corbin's baby's father. He told a number of people what he believed to be true. After telling Brooke Lynn Chase and Maxie, who were startled, he even told Anna. When Sasha's baby kicked, he saw her with Jason Morgan on the deck of the Quartermaine boathouse. She was so happy that she wanted Jason to feel it too. Although it's a simple error and a reasonable assumption given what he saw, the baby isn't really Jason's. Maxie tries to get Sasha to confess who her baby daddy is, claiming that when she refuses to talk, it's because she has something to conceal. View more, GH spoilers, is Chase's sterility a disturbing PSA or an interesting plot? General Hospital spoilers, a few things to explain. At Cody's place, Dante and Brooke Lynn were hugging when Lulu Spencer arrived at the stables. After Anna refused to allow him to look into Sam's murder case, claiming he was too close to the case, she was attempting to console him. According to Brooke Lynn, Anna was correct when she said that she didn't want Dante to lose his perspective and become a vigilante. Brooke Lynn seems to have left now, leaving Lulu and Dante to talk about what Lulu entered. As she assures him that nothing could be further from the truth, he might be accusing her of stalking him. General Hospital spoilers and updates, chemistry tests, bad news, and help requests. Monday, February 3rd brings another gripping episode of General Hospital, filled with emotional confrontations, shocking revelations, and unexpected alliances. Fans can expect moments of romance, heartbreak, and mystery as the characters navigate through complex storylines. From Jordan Ashford's chemistry test with Isaiah Gannon to Laura Collins' bad news and Trina Robinson's urgent help request, the drama unfolds in classic GH style. General Hospital spoilers, chemistry tests. Jordan Ashford and Isaiah Gannon's dinner date takes a flirty turn as Jordan teases the doctor about their undeniable chemistry. She playfully tells him that one day, they should put their chemistry to the test. Isaiah, charming and confident, grins in response, clearly enjoying the flirtation. The connection between them is undeniable, and it seems like Jordan is eager to explore this new romance. Isaiah has an edge over Brick, who is constantly traveling and never around long enough to build a lasting relationship. Unlike Brick, Isaiah is stable, present, and even works at General Hospital alongside Jordan's son, TJ Ashford. His reliability and charm make him an ideal partner for Jordan, and it seems like sparks are flying in all the right directions. Will this newfound romance lead to something more serious? Spoilers, bad news. Meanwhile, Laura Collins is the bearer of bad news, and it seems to be particularly devastating for Lucky Spencer. Elizabeth Baldwin stands by, her face reflecting concern as Laura delivers what should be classified as tragic news. The information Laura shares likely involves the recent Digitalis murders. Sam McCall, Dex Heller, and another patient all lost their lives, and Michael Corinthos was nearly added to the list. If not for Isaiah Gannon's quick thinking and Lucas Jones' willingness to take a risk, Michael wouldn't have survived. The shocking revelation only intensifies the search for answers as Lucky and Elizabeth continue their investigation into Cyrus Renaud, the suspected angel of death. With lives at stake, the urgency to uncover the truth has never been greater. Will they be able to expose the killer before more lives are lost? General Hospital spoilers, bad feelings. Elsewhere, Gio Palmieri and Emma Scorpio Drake are busy planning a charity concert where Gio is set to play the violin. The event was originally planned to take place at the Metro Court, but Gio has an unsettling feeling about it. He confides in Emma, his expression troubled as he admits he has a bad feeling. The question is, are his concerns about the concert itself, or is something more sinister lurking in the background? Living at the Quartermain mansion means Gio is often exposed to conversations and secrets that others aren't meant to hear. Did he overhear something that puts him or those he cares about in danger? Spoilers, help requests. Curtis Ashford rushes to General Hospital after receiving an urgent call from Trina Robinson. When they meet by the elevator, he asks her what's wrong. Trina reveals her concern for Kai Taylor, who is struggling emotionally after learning that his football career is over due to a serious back injury. Kai is devastated and has lost hope, but Trina believes that Curtis can inspire him. After all, Curtis himself was once paralyzed after being shot in the back, yet he managed to recover fully. If anyone can give Kai hope and encourage him to fight for his recovery, it's Curtis. Will Curtis be able to motivate Kai and help him find the strength to move forward? General Hospital spoilers, depressed and frustrated. Sonny Corinthos finds himself stepping in to console Alexis Davis, who is overwhelmed with grief and regret. Christina Corinthos Davis informed him that Sam McCall's death was intentional, and the weight of that reality is too much for Alexis to bear. Tearfully, she confesses to Sonny that this is something she will have to live with for the rest of her life. She, along with Dante Falconeri and others who loved Sam, are determined to find the person responsible for the murders. Dante, still fuming over Anna Devane barring him from investigating the case, is frustrated with the forced time off from the PCPD. Alexis shares his frustration, feeling powerless in the face of such a devastating loss. Will they defy orders and seek justice on their own terms? Spoilers, Maxie wants information from Sasha. Cody Bell recently made a huge mistake, assuming he had uncovered a major scandal about Sasha Corbin's baby. He confidently spread the rumor that Jason Morgan was the father, shocking Maxie Jones, Brooklyn Chase, and even Anna. The misunderstanding came from an innocent moment. Cody had seen Sasha and Jason on the Quartermain boathouse deck when the baby kicked. Sasha, excited, had invited Jason to feel it, leading Cody to jump to conclusions. Now, Maxie is determined to get the truth out of Sasha. When Sasha remains tight-lipped, Maxie insists that her secrecy only makes it seem like she has something to hide. Will Sasha reveal the real father's identity, or will she continue to keep the truth under wraps? General Hospital spoilers, some explaining to do. At the stables, Cody Bell finds himself caught up in yet another awkward situation. Lulu Spencer walks in on a moment between Dante Falconeri and Brooklyn Chase, who are hugging. Brooklyn was simply offering comfort. Dante is struggling after being removed from Sam McCall's murder investigation, and she was there to support him. However, Lulu isn't convinced. Now, Brooklyn has left the scene, leaving Lulu and Dante alone to sort things out. Dante, feeling defensive, accuses Lulu of stalking him, but she insists that nothing could be further from the truth. Will they be able to clear the air, or will old tensions resurface between them? Final thoughts. Monday's episode of General Hospital promises to deliver intense drama, emotional turmoil, and unexpected twists. With romance blossoming, heartbreak unfolding, and dangerous secrets coming to light, fans won't want to miss a moment. Will Jordan and Isaiah's chemistry lead to a new romance? Can Laura, Lucky, and Elizabeth uncover the truth about the Digitalis murders? Will Curtis be able to help Kai regain his hope? And how will Sunny and Alexis cope with the devastating loss of Sam? Stay tuned to General Hospital to find out what happens next. Christina's bold move after Sunny's secret health crisis revealed? General Hospital spoilers leak: Sunny Corinthos is suffering from atrial fibrillation. At any moment, he can come under attack, and without treatment and likely some lifestyle changes, the Don could be on his way out. Nothing is more important to Sunny than his family. Recently, he decided it's time to figure out how he can scale back and step out of the work underworld he's been ruling in Port Charles for years. At the same time, he's trying to shield his family from knowing what's going on with him, with Christina Corinthos Davis being particularly vulnerable. How will she react when she learns the truth, and will Sunny be able to stop his impulsive daughter from ripping the reins right out of his hands? General Hospital spoilers: a ticking time bomb. It's quite possible that the storyline brewing around Sunny right now is going to tee up the foreseeable future for him, one of health problems and stress that threaten to be the only thing that can truly take him down. Something no enemy has been able to do all these years. If Sunny can't keep his health in check, he won't be able to keep it from his kids either. He'll have to tell them the truth, but we wouldn't be surprised if Christina figures it out before he's ready for her to. Spoilers: Christina Corinthos Davis can't handle another loss. Christina lost her baby, or her niece, rather. She nearly lost her own life, too. Then she lost her sister, Sam McCall. Most recently, she almost lost her big brother, Michael Corinthos. Now, the thought of possibly losing her dad, her hero, and the one person she always feels really gets her, is going to be unbearable. What does Christina do when she is afraid? Panic usually ensues before she abruptly figures out a way to control the situation to make herself feel better. Is that one of these times? Will she seek a way she can take some of the stress off her dad's plate? General Hospital spoilers: Sunny Corinthos can't handle himself. Point blank, Sunny is starting to consider how he can exit the mob business. Drug trafficking and ordering hits on people require a certain level of stamina that he just can't keep up with if he is in poor health, nor if his enemies think he looks weak. Is Christina the perfect solution to take the business off his hands? She may have Charlie's bar up and running now, and she may have agreed it was a smart move on her dad's part to get her back on her feet, emotionally. Now, she's feeling marginally stronger and more protective than ever of her family. Christina's biggest problem? She tends to act first and think later, which could be disastrous if she suddenly takes it upon herself to make business decisions on Sunny's behalf. The mere idea of him being in any kind of danger might push her to take drastic measures to safeguard him and the family's empire. But will she go too far? Spoilers: Christina takes action. If Christina discovers Sunny's condition before he tells her himself, she might jump into problem-solving mode before he even has a chance to assess his own exit strategy. Perhaps she starts making decisions, throwing her weight around, and establishing herself as the heir apparent to the Corinthos empire. Her fierce loyalty to her father could make her a formidable force, but it could also make her reckless. Will she start rubbing elbows with some of Sunny's allies, or worse, his enemies? If Christina starts trying to prove herself as the new head of the family business, she could quickly become a target. The last thing Sunny needs right now is another crisis, but Christina's brash nature and deep love for her father might create exactly that. The bigger question is whether Sunny will be able to rein her in before she makes a move that puts the entire family at risk. Spoilers: Sunny's dilemma. Sunny has always prided himself on keeping his family safe, but his health crisis has thrown him into uncharted territory. He may have to make some difficult choices about how to protect his children, especially Christina, from the dangerous life he's led. Telling Christina about his condition might be the only way to prevent her from taking reckless action, but it could also break her heart. If Sunny does decide to step down from the business, he'll need to ensure that Christina doesn't see it as an opportunity to step up. Can he keep her from making a move she might regret? Or is Christina already too far gone, determined to prove her loyalty in the most dangerous way possible? After Sunny's covert health issue was made public, what was Christina's audacious step? Spoilers for General Hospital's surface atrial fibrillation affects Sunny Corinthos. He could be attacked at any time, and if he doesn't receive therapy and probably make some lifestyle adjustments, he might be leaving. For Sunny, nothing matters more than his family. He recently made the decision that it was time to figure out how to cut back and leave the Port Charles underworld that he has dominated for years. He is also attempting to keep his family members in the dark about his situation, with Christina Corinthos Davis being especially at risk. When she finds out, how will she respond, and will Sunny be able to prevent his impetuous daughter from tearing the reins from him? Spoilers for General Hospital, an imminent threat. It's likely that the plot that is currently developing around Sunny will set up his foreseeable future, one in which stress and health issues could be the one thing that can really defeat him, something that no adversary has been able to achieve for years. Sunny won't be able to hide his health from his children if he can't manage it himself. We wouldn't be shocked if Christina discovers it before he's ready for her to, but he will have to be honest with them. Spoilers, Gush Corinthos Davis, Christina unable to take another setback. Christina lost her niece, or rather, her baby. She also came dangerously close to death. Then she lost Sam McCall, her sister. Most recently, she nearly lost Michael Corinthos, her older brother. The idea of losing her father, who is her hero and the one person who truly gets her, will now be intolerable. When Christina is scared, what does she do? Usually, she experiences panic before suddenly figuring out how to take charge of the issue and feel better. Is it one of those occasions? Will she try to find a method to relieve her dad of some of the burden? Spoilers for General Hospital, Sunny Corinthos is unable to control himself. Point blank, Sunny is beginning to think about ways to get out of the mob industry. He just cannot maintain the degree of endurance required for drug trafficking and ordering hits on people if he is ill or if his adversaries believe he is weak. Would Christina be the ideal person to take over the company? She may now have Charlie's bar operating, and she may have acknowledged that her father made a wise decision in helping her get back on her feet emotionally. She feels a little stronger now and is more protective of her family than before.